Hey everyone, it's Phil from Ashland, and today I have three different topics. I'm going to start off here showing you some different color variations. We had a customer asking to compare and contrast some Shell Cordovan colors. I've got some new flash shells to show you, and then we've also have some irregulars that are still available from the video yesterday, so we'll just go over what is still left. First off, this is intense blue Shell Cordovan, and wow, that is a really great color. I just love this vibrant blue shade without looking very fake and finishy. It's a really nice shade there. So we're sort of starting from dark to light. And then there's color 8. And color 8 is that very classic Cordovan color. It's a dark brown burgundy shade. You can really see right there the light range for how light it goes. It's sort of more purpley burgundy underneath. But when it sits on the table, it's very much a dark brown. Up next is a really beautiful Garnet Shell Cordovan. Now this one appears a little bit more orangey red with some hints of brown, and when it's laying on the table, sometimes it kind of looks like color 8. So this is a very interesting color. Let's actually put that up next to the color 8 here. You can see on the table that the color 8 is significantly darker than the Garnet, and when we look at the angle, you can really see how much more vibrant the Garnet is and how much more purple and burgundy the color 8 is. Now here's my new favorite Shell Cordovan color. This is Amaretto. And you can see on this one in particular that it's a little bit lighter than most, and it really changes depending on what angle you look at it. So as I spin it around, you'll start to see the color change from sort of a light tan to a more orangey brown shade, which I think is really cool. So that is Amaretto. Next here we have Whiskey Shell Cordovan. You can see whiskey is more yellow and golden when compared to something like the Amaretto here. And whiskey is one of those rare colors that people really enjoy. It's a tough color to make and for the tannery to match. Up next here I have Natural Shell Cordovan. You can see this is about much lighter than the whiskey. You can really see how much lighter the natural is. And even better than that, I've been a huge fan of this raw Shell Cordovan recently, which is on the bottom there, and that is even lighter. So you can really see why I like the raw shell. It's actually a lot less shiny. So let's compare these. You can really see the luster difference right there. The natural shell, the regular stuff, is very much like a mirror. It's very bright and shiny, where the raw shell starts off a lot more dull, and it's lighter in color. Has a lot more of that little variation that I really like. This is what my current wallet is made out of, and I'm just loving how it is changing over time. If I was going to combine stuff, I like the blue. It seems to match well with natural, so blue and natural might be really cool to go together. And the Amaretto with the blue might be really nice as well. Or even something like years ago when we first started making wallets, there was a Japanese customer, retail chain there, that really wanted the color 8 with whiskey, and that's actually a pretty cool color combo too. Alright, now we are onto some wallets, and starting off with the flash sale for today. You might have noticed this one pop up out of nowhere over the weekend. A few people have picked these up. This is a black marbled Shell Cordovan Giant the Fox, and I just love this black marbled. The random color in there is just really special. So I really like how it ranges from that dark bluish green all the way down to the light tan. And this particular one down the spine is very interesting. It's lighter right in the middle there, and I think that's really cool. These have a reverse interior that is also really nice. We've polished this one up pretty nice, and they all tend to look very similar in terms of luster and color. But you'll see a range of colors. All these are random and unique, and they're awesome. So right now they're on sale. I think they're going to come down later this evening. Up next here we are on to our flash sales, and I've got something extra special today. You may have seen these before, and you may recognize the color. This is a rare Shell Cordovan color that is exclusively made for a US domestic boot maker that I cannot name. But this is a really rare and special cigar Shell Cordovan, and we've made these on our flagship Fat Herbies. We did a small batch of these before, and Horween ended up having a couple extra smaller shells that just weren't appropriate to be made into those boots. So we were able to make these Fat Herbies, and by the time you see this video, these will be up on the site. We just have a couple of each of these. There's the regular cigar on the inside and cigar on the outside. And this one is cigar on the outside with a reverse interior. So if you like that Horween ink stamp, that might be the one to check out. Okay, last and finally up, I've got our batch of irregulars here. I did a full video on each of these yesterday, so this will be much more abbreviated. There's been interest in pretty much all of these, but these are the ones that have not been fully claimed. So people have messaged me about these. I might be waiting to hear back from them, but as of this moment, they're still currently in play. So up first is that amazing Garnet Shell Cordovan Johnny the Fox with that color 8 interior. This one has a small scratch on the inside, but this is a really nice wallet. Next here is that amazing raw Shell Cordovan. If I had to pick one out of these, this would be one of the two I would pick. I just love the raw shell, and this is the first time we've ever made it in these Johnny the Foxes. This one has a really great reverse interior, but we've got some openness, messed up grain right here on the top that I don't love, but that sort of gets covered up with your cards anyways. But this is a really awesome raw Shell Cordovan. That somebody should really pick this one up. Next up, and the last Johnny the Fox, is another natural Shell Cordovan, but this one has a reverse interior as well. This is a really beautiful wallet. So now we're on to Fat Herbies, and this is the other wallet I would personally pick up. I love this marbled color 8. This one has some really kind of bad little bits of dirt that got plated into the leather right here. It's actually pretty tough to see. And everywhere else it's pretty nice. There's little scratches here and there, but they're very minor. This is just a really special piece of shell that I hope somebody picks up. Another great Herbie here. This is that whiskey Shell Cordovan we looked at just a little bit earlier. This is a really beautiful wallet with those two little stains. There's a stain right here, and we got a stain right here. This is a all reverse color 8 Fat Herbie. And if you like the Horween ink stamp, that one is front and center. It's a really good looking ink stamp on this. This one has some pretty bad healed scars right in the center. These won't affect the durability, but they don't look the best, which is why we're giving a discount on this one. And this might be the least irregular of the irregulars. This is a Chrome Excel Fat Herbie with that amazing shiny luster. This one has just a small bit of dirt right here on the side. That doesn't seem to come out, but it's just one little spot there that I'm just not happy with, so we can't sell this one for full price. There is one Tony the Ant left, and this one's actually really nice. This is whiskey double reverse, so you've got whiskey and reverse on the outside, and then reverse and whiskey on the inside. It's a really nice wallet too. Alright, so now we're on to Bugs Moran, and this one is whiskey Shell Cordovan. It's a little bit lighter and a little bit less golden than most whiskeys at some angles. You can see it really changes color. And on the inside we also have that whiskey shell. Another great Bugs Moran here. This one is natural Shell Cordovan on the outside with that really nice reverse interior. This reverse I mentioned in the last video is a lot cleaner than most. Most of the times we see some stains and splatters from the tannery on the wrong side of the leather because they're not trying to prepare the leather for that side. So this is a nice clean one. And last up here is another natural Shell Cordovan Bugs Moran. This one has natural on the inside. And the issue with this is it was beveled a little too heavily on the top center here, so it's sort of gouged out the top. It's probably difficult to see on this video, and when we polish these up, it might be even harder to see. Not the worst, but definitely not something that I can sell for full price. But thanks so much for checking these out, and anybody that has picked up one of these, I just really appreciate your support. We'll be sending those out today and tomorrow, so you can look forward to seeing those soon. And again, thanks so much.